Hello. You are welcome to the Tiny Email Academy. My name is Brandon, and today we'll be looking at how to import an audience into your Tiny Email account. To start, go to the audience section on the left-hand side of your screen. On the audience page, you have two ways to import an audience. You can either upload a file or add an integration. Integrations are for connecting to third-party platforms. An example is when you want to migrate your email list from a third-party platform like MailChimp, or connect your Shopify website store. For this particular tutorial, we will be uploading a file. You can either use the Upload File button or the Add New button. From here, you can see the sources, which are Upload File and Add Integrations. Let's click on Upload a File. We need to give our new audience a name. We will call it the master list. When importing an audience into your Tiny Email account, you are required to have permission from the recipients on your list. If you do have that permission, check this box and click on Continue. We are now in the interface that allows us to upload the information. We can upload data from a file here. And these are the extensions that are supported. Or you can manually enter the details over here. These are all the columns that Tiny Email allows you to enter. If you're already uploading a file, you should have most of these columns in the file. The email is of course a requirement. Let's go on to upload our data from a file. We can see the email column, the first name column, last name, and all the other columns from our file. We now have to confirm that each column from our file has been mapped correctly with the columns in Tiny Email. If there are any edits you need to make to any column, click on the Edit button to make those changes. When all is done, you can either confirm or ignore. Let's look through and confirm all the mappings. I have ignored the second address because I don't need it in my audience data. I'll click Review to go to the next step. Here, we can see that there are a couple of mistakes in the data that we want to upload. One great feature of Tiny Email is that we automatically detect errors in your data and flag them for you to review. This is an incomplete email, as you can see. I will go ahead to correct it. Toggle this option to only show the rows that have problems. You can clearly see that these rows have errors shown in red. And we can also show the rows that have modifications. You can see the email address we fixed. Let's go back to the rows that have problems and correct them. As it says, this must only be a number, so let's correct these. And then the same for all the rest as well. This way, the integrity of your data stays intact because no error escapes you. This option is especially beneficial when you are working with a large data set. Now that every error is corrected, let's click Continue. Click Yes. This is it. The data has been successfully uploaded. We can see all the uploaded information showing here. We can go ahead to edit a subscriber's details if we want to. We could also remove or unsubscribe. Now, let's try to make some changes. I will pick this particular customer, Sandra. Click on Edit. In editing Sandra's record, I can add a tag that says New Customer. Or I can even add a lifetime value of $0 since she's a new customer who hasn't purchased anything yet. Save this. And there you have it. A new tag present. And my lifetime value is 0. This gives you a myriad of options to creatively manage your email list in tinyemail. You can also look up all these columns and add them to your email strategy. Should you want to change the way the columns show, click on columns and check on the ones you want to see. I will choose birthdays, country, and tags. The list now shows only the columns I chose in addition to the default ones. I will revert to all columns and click Apply. This is how you import an audience into tinyemail. Thank you very much for staying with me on this tutorial, and I hope to see you soon. Cheers!